going on? Mike Neumann here with Inside Natural Bodybuilding. Good to see you again, Layne. Yeah, Layne Norton is one of the busiest guys at this Expo this weekend. We're in Columbus, Ohio, first weekend of March. It kicks off the whole bodybuilding season. So, Layne, how's your experience here so far?
Great. I love meeting people. Love talking with the fans, and I'm excited. I get to do some of the commentary for the show tonight.
That's sweet.
And yeah, it's very, very cool. So it's always like a humbling experience to meet so many people who follow my stuff and that sort of thing. So it's always amazing, and I have a great time.
Yeah, well, you certainly have a great following, and like you said, talking to people is what makes things happen, and that's why you are where you are today. That's why you've gotten the opportunities that you've gotten, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah. I mean, I think there's I think a lot of people in this industry are pretty down to earth, but you got some guys who don't want to put in the time to meet people. I actually really enjoy it. Anybody who's talked to me, if you meet him, they're like, man, Layne, we couldn't get him to shut up. He likes to talk to people.
Yeah.
And I do. I really like talking to people. I like to get the information out there, and I like to, I feel like if I can make a positive impact on somebody, that has a spidering effect, So I really do put value in each conversation I have. So I try to make it a good experience for people.
Yeah, I think you've certainly had an impact on a lot of people, and I know you got places to be right now. Don't want to take up too much of your time. I just got done watching your series while your video reloaded, so thanks for that. And in there you were talking about how a lot of competitors focus on the proteins, the carbs, the fats. One thing they neglect is the fiber. They don't really think about the fiber too much. Can you talk about the role that fiber plays in one's numbers?
Yeah, well, I mean, first thing that's obvious is fiber is very important for digestion.
Yeah.
Keeps a healthy immune system, keeps a healthy digestive tract, and keeps you regular, which is, anybody who knows that can be a problem during contest prep when you're eating less.
Very well.
And it's also very thermogenic. People don't realize that.
Yeah.
Fiber has about the same thermogenic response that protein does.
Yeah.
So now that's not to say you don't want to get fiber too high, because too much of anything is a bad thing. And too much fiber can actually cause malabsorption of nutrients. But getting fiber high enough will improve your thermogenesis, keep your digestive system healthy, and keep you operating better.
Absolutely. And also, we do a lot of sometimes you got to deal with clients that come from a coach that maybe dieted them wrong or maybe messed up their metabolism a little bit. Who are some of the better coaches that you recommend and refer your clients to that you can't take?
I'm gonna leave out some people's names, so I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, Dr. Joe's great.
Yeah.
I love Joe. Paul Revelia, starting to work with people. He's very good, IFBA pro. Ben Escrow, good friend of mine, excellent coach. I don't think he's taking on any more clients right now until he's finished with his masters, but he's an excellent coach if you can get in with him. William Grazione, he's an IFBA pro. He's been taking on clients. Cliff Wilson, I know he does a lot of good things. Maybe me and Cliff had some, I wouldn't say we have disagreements, but we have different methodologies, but I know he treats people right, and he's not going to mess up people's metabolisms.
Yeah.
So I do recommend him to people. And I mean, God.
Too many to mention.
Yeah, I mean, there's some really good ones out there, but do your homework, do your shopping around, just if you have a bad vibe about somebody, don't do it. You know what I mean? Regardless of what anybody else says, if you have a bad vibe, don't do it. And quiz the coach before you're going to hire him. A lot of people just come on and just I've seen people I'll just send in my price list. So okay, I want a year, and I'm thinking, I know I'm not going to screw him over, but I'm thinking, man, what if I was a jerk? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So yeah, do your homework and really get a lot of information before you make your decision.
All right, one more question, because you're covering this event. I think Dexter Jackson might be the favorite going in right now, but there's a couple other guys that could give him a run if they show up in condition, like Cedric McMillan, Ben Pekulski. What do you think is going to go down tonight?
Well, I really think you mentioned the three guys that have an opportunity to win this show.
Yeah.
I think Dexter, in all the interviews I've seen, has been the heavy favorite.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. I would have him as the favorite, but I don't see him as the heavy favorite. I like Dexter, very great physique, but I think if somebody like Cedric's on, Cedric wins, personally. I think Ben Pekulski could win. If those two guys are off and Ben's on, he could win. But I don't really see anybody else have an opportunity to win. Tony Freeman is a great physique, but we've never seen him step up and win this level of show. He's typically around 5th, 6th, that sort of thing. It's going to be hard for him to make that leap. But, if a few guys are off, I could definitely see him sliding in the top 3, top 2. So, and I would love to see that because obviously he's a long-time competitor, 46 years old, amazing. But I think those are looking at some of your top 4 guys there. Johnny Jackson's been doing pretty well. I don't see him as a threat to win the show. He has too many weaknesses, but I could see him sliding into the top 4 if he really nails it. So
yeah, Johnny Jackson's in that second group of guys that could finish anywhere 4th, 5th, 6th, so we'll see. But nonetheless, Layne Norton's going to be there to cover the whole show. Check it out on bodybuilding.com. And until next time, bodybuilding fans, you got Layne Norton. I'm Mike Neumann, Inside Natural Bodybuilding. We're out here at the Arnold Expo. Thanks, Layne.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, buddy.